Ready. We're gonna warm up with a league game, and then we're gonna play a new game. Alright. So, I'm gonna play a quick blind, see how this goes. And then we're gonna play some inscription. I've been watching this on YouTube, and it just looks so fun. So, I decided to get it. I'm gonna play a new game. Yay! I need some radio. I need something to listen to. In the background, I need it. I'm gonna turn the volume down probably.
In the heart of God, Adam broke the first one when he loved his wife more than he loved God, and Adam's son broke the second one when he went out and killed his brother. We are always in the process of either obeying this command or violating it. And when John speaks of the old commandment, which was from the beginning, he's reminding us that the commandment of love goes back beyond the New Testament. In fact, the old commandment is the summary of the 10 Commandments. Did you know that?
Am I over here?
You say, how would you summarize the 10 Commandments? It's easy. The first 4 tell us how to love God, and the last 6 tell us how to love our neighbors. You go home and look up the 10 Commandments, and you'll see that's true. The first 4 commandments have to do with our relationship with God. The last 6 commandments have to do with our relationship with our neighbors. The 10 Commandments are given so that we would love God with all our hearts and love our neighbors as ourselves. That's how simple it is. The expectation of obedience comes to us from the Old Testament. But notice the explanation of obedience in verse 8. John says, again, a new commandment I give you, which is true in Christ and in you, because the darkness is passing away and the true light is already shining. John is talking here about an old commandment and a new commandment. What in the world is this new commandment? He mentions it again in John chapter 13. He says, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you love one another. By this all men will know you're my disciples if you have love one for another. John 15:12 says, this is my commandment, that you love one another as I've loved you. So what's new about this commandment? We just got to tell you it was from Deuteronomy and Leviticus, which is about as far back in the Old Testament as you can go. How is it new? Oh, listen, here's the key. The commandment was new in that it has been raised to a completely new standard in the life of the Lord Jesus Christ. And it was of Jesus. We read that he loved men and men were to love each other. I want you to listen to a statement that I copied out of a book I read this week by William Barclay, who is a historic commentator on the Scriptures. Listen to how he explains this. It's profound. In Jesus, love reached out to the sinner. To the Orthodox Jewish rabbi, the sinner was a person whom God wished to destroy. There is joy in heaven, they said, when one sinner is obliterated from the earth. But Jesus was a friend of men who were outcast and women who were sinners. And in Jesus, love reached out to the Gentiles.
To be an 80K.
As the rabbis saw it, the Gentiles were created by God to be fuel for the fires
other than a
of hell.
fear and a blind.
But in Jesus,
no hard
God
CC.
so loved the world
And you're an
that he gave his
80K.
son.
Are you kidding me?
Love
There's
becomes
no
new in Jesus
peel.
because he
There's no
widened its
front line.
boundaries
I don't
until
care
there
what
were
you
none
call
outside
these
of
people.
its
They're
embrace.
not a front line.
In Jesus, love
This is
became new
insanity.
in the
to play
lengths to
an
which it would
80K.
go. He could even pray for mercy from
This
God
isn't gonna be any
on
peel.
those who were nailing him to his cross.
This is 2 blinds. There's no CC. Oh my god. This is a death wish if I play 80K. I'd have to. I'm playing on my own here.
But he tells us to follow him, and we can
gonna play
become like him. We follow him in our obedience, and we become
This is
like him in
ridiculous.
obedience.
And he's probably gonna go AP.
When we trust and obey,
Oh
we
my gosh.
become
What do
like
I
the Lord
play?
Jesus.
I'm gonna play
That's
some
one of the
Cho'gath.
building
How
blocks of
about
our
that?
Christian life is not
Yeah.
to trust and obey,
Let's play some Cho'gath.
and be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey. Friends, resource is something you should be familiar with.
Okay.
Followers of Turning
Yeah,
Point, we have
I
a
guess
brand
I'm
new
gonna be the
devotional
front
book.
line. Screw you,
Beautiful
Terry.
gilded edges, beautiful blue and tan cover. This year the title is Every Day with
I'm
Jesus.
playing a
That's our
freaking
hope for
marksman
you.
with that lineup.
Every day,
Stupid.
open this book and read something that draws your
Freaking
attention
stupid.
heavenward.
Look at this.
Colossians
I
says,
played
set your
a
affection on
marksman.
things above.
No one's gonna
Here's a
peel
good way to do
Lucian.
that.
No one's gonna
Read
peel
this
Yasu.
devotional every day,
No one's gonna
and
peel
then read the
Warwick.
scripture along with it,
Like,
and you
I'm
will be
clearly
blessed
on
and
my
encouraged
own.
in your life. We'd love to send this beautiful
On my
devotional,
own.
this beautiful
There's no
leather-covered
peel.
devotional
There's
to you
no front
as
line.
our way of saying thank you for your year-end
Like,
gift. Your December
if
gift
these
is
people
so
try to be a
important,
front
and we
line, they're just gonna
humbly
die
ask for
instantly.
it.
Look at all
We
this
ask you to
damage.
consider making Turning
Everyone's
Point
going
a part
freaking
of your year-end
damage. No one
giving.
wants to be a freaking tank.
We ask you twice a year.
Or a
We
real
ask you in
support
December,
peel.
and we ask you in June.
Ridiculous.
As you know, these have been interesting days, and so
I guess I'll go over one damage item and then
I hope
tank.
you'll respond.
Oh, Rod of
Be
Ages.
sure to ask for your
I miss
copy
you.
of Every Day with Jesus. We'll send you this beautiful book. You love it for the whole year. This is a gift that keeps on giving. And thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. This is David Jeremiah.
Where should I go? I should probably go.
Today's message came to you from Shadow Mountain Community Church and Dr. David Jeremiah, the senior pastor. Turning Point is also on radio and TV this weekend. To learn where you can find it, visit our website, davidjeremiah.org/radio. That's davidjeremiah.org/radio. Or call 800-947-1993. Ask for your copy of David's new 365-day devotional for 2022. Every Day with Jesus. It's yours for a gift of any amount. You can also purchase the Jeremiah Study Bible in the English Standard, New International,
Oh.
and King James Version.
Houston forgot to change his smite.
Okay.
Okay.
By Dr. Jeremiah. Let us know how
There.
God is using Turning
Mostly
Point to deepen your
ADs.
faith.
That's good.
Write to
Millions has
P.O. Box 3838, San Diego, California, 92163. This is David Michael Jeremiah. Join us Monday as we continue the series Living in the Light here on Turning Point with Dr. David
There's so
Jeremiah.
much freaking poke down here. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. I can't even like
Sponsored by Turning Point.
do anything under tower
You're
just because
listening
of
to
Zara.
quality
I'm gonna be
Bible
dodging
teaching,
all
along
day.
with Christian news and information, 24 hours a day,
What is
to
this?
keep you
Who's
and your
Bob?
family informed.
It's gotta be Lucian.
This is
He's
Bot
got smite,
Radio
so
Network. We're in
that's
the
good.
air for good.
I'm glad this Lucian got a smite.
Out there, it can feel like everything is on pause, but life doesn't wait. Time doesn't stop. And now you know that education is key. You are ready to finish what you started. At Maranatha Baptist University, you can get the education you want without ever having to step into a classroom. Our online programs are biblical, flexible, and engaging. They're built to fit around your life and work schedule. MBU offers a generous transfer policy and a bachelor's and master's pathway that will make it possible
Two
for you to
melees
finish
versus
both degrees
ranged.
faster. Put your credits to work for you. Contact MBU today. A personal academic advisor will walk you
No,
through
he's
each
gonna
step
hold
in
the
the
line
process
and not gonna
and
push
help you
it.
plan your route to program completion.
that's smart.
It's time to open the
Actually.
doors to your future opportunities with MBU's online degree programs. Contact
Oh, that's cool.
mbu.edu/BOTT and receive
got
a
the
free
dash.
gift. That's
Of course he got the dash.
mbu.edu/BOTT.
Samaritan's Purse has one goal, to help those suffering around the world. We go where others won't. We stay until the broken are healed. No problem is too big to run towards, because no heart is too small. Through disaster, disease, despair,
Well.
Samaritan's Purse is restored. Children are fed, and souls are restored. Floods may come, and the ground may shake. We do not fear, for our hope is secure. We are called to love our neighbors, all because Jesus said, "Go and do likewise." Right now, you can help make a difference. To make your donation, call 1-800-789-1770 or visit botradionetwork.com and click on the Samaritan's Purse banner. That's 1-800-789-1770 or botradionetwork.com.
Anything? No, he's busy with Warwick. He's busy with Warwick.
Jesus Christ,
He's dead.
most wonderful gift
of Jesus so that others may experience the great joy of salvation. Invite Jesus into your heart right now. You will experience the greatest love, joy, hope you will ever know.
Hot Radio Network is pleased to bring you Voice of the Martyrs Radio.
We almost got him. That was close.
Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central. The Voice of the Martyrs has been dedicated to assisting persecuted Christians worldwide since 1967. Each week on the broadcast, Todd interviews courageous Christians in countries and communities where the gospel is opposed, if not banned altogether. These faith leaders share their stories of how lives are being changed around the world. Listen to Voice of the Martyrs Radio with Todd Nettleton, Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central on PRN.
We expect to hear from President Biden later this hour. Reacting
and then Shaco gets the devil.
American employers grew their payrolls by just 210,000 jobs, far fewer than the 500,000 plus that economists had been expecting.
The Labor Department report also showed the unemployment rate fell to 4.2% from 4.6%.
Okay, I guess I'm a support Cho'gath.
Figures point to an erratic economic recovery, which remains under threat.
Rest of the
Spike
boots.
in inflation, shortages
Cool
of
down, man.
workers and supplies, as well as the potential impact of the Omicron variant of the coronavirus. Many more job seekers are needed to help companies fill their open jobs and sustain the economy's growth.
Correspondent Jeremy House. A Michigan school superintendent is speaking out about this week's deadly shooting at his district's high school.
Tim Throne, leader of Oxford Community
I just
Schools,
go
says
full
the
tank?
teenager accused of killing four
That wouldn't
students
hurt.
was called to the office on the day of the shooting, and his parents were there, but no discipline was warranted. Sheriff Mike Bouchard says there was no history of problems.
This individual did not come on the school's radar at all for either bullying or problem behavior or questionable behavior until the day before.
Investigators say the semi-automatic gun was bought legally by 15-year-old Ethan Crumley's father.
Well, my
last
whole
week.
team is damaged, so I
Prosecutor
should
Karen
probably just go
McDonald
full
was
tank.
asked if the parents could be held accountable.
We're reviewing potential charges and hope to have an announcement about that.
Superintendent Throne says the school looks like a war zone and won't be ready for
Doing
weeks.
that
I'm Ed
against
Donahue.
Yasuo, you shouldn't.
Wall Street benchmarks, which
yeah,
opened
so
higher
doing
this
well.
morning, have now fallen into the red.
Maybe
Dow
we're
Jones
right.
Industrial Average down 45 points. The Nasdaq Composite Index off 156 points, and the S&P trading 15 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Nick, what are you doing? Well, Adam, Thanksgiving is over. It's officially time for the holidays. And it's time for our Legacy Box holiday sale, which means you can save up to 65% when you digitize your home movies and pictures. What an incredible reason to join the millions of people who've entrusted Legacy Box to safeguard their recorded memories. Plus, Legacy Box is the best gift for you or a family member. It's what Better Homes and Gardens calls the most sentimental gift to make this holiday season special. And what Reader's Digest called a genius product. That's because Legacy Box is simple and safe. Just fill and send, and you'll get your new digital copies of your treasured tapes, film reels, and photos. So turn on the Christmas music and make sure to visit LegacyBox.com and shop our Cyber Monday sale to take an unreal 65% off. Our Cyber Monday sale is going on now at LegacyBox.com/LBox. That's LegacyBox.com to take 65% off. Visit LegacyBox.com/LBox.
We live in such a culture where fitness is so important and body image and all of that. When we were going to seminary, I got into this real fitness phase. Do you remember
I'm
this?
scared. I'm scared.
Do I remember? You were like 6% body fat? What was it, 4%? Look at her, she had 4 right on her lips.
Well, it was terrible because I was teaching classes at a gym, and this was when the fitness craze hit the culture where gyms were opening, and I'd be teaching these classes with 100 people in them, but we had to do body fat testing once a month in order to teach there, and if it got to be a certain point, we were disqualified, and we'd have to lose weight in order to teach.
No, man.
Welcome to Family Life Today, where we want to help you pursue the relationships that matter most. I'm Ann Wilson.
And I'm Dave Wilson. Wilson, and you can find us at FamilyLifeToday.com or on our Family Life app.
This is Family Life Today. I knew there's a lot of messed up stuff in my background with eating disorders and all kinds of stuff. So talk about triggering. Now I'm like, I am winning the competition. So I dropped my body fat down to 4%. So this was just messed up anyway, and it's just feeding all of my insecurities.
I mean, I remember this class at this gym. All the men took her class because they said she's the hardest instructor. And she was. She's a former gymnast, and I couldn't even survive.
So then, at the same time, we're taking
is great.
seminary
Why?
classes, and I took some
not
classes,
down here?
especially on how to do counseling. So I'm thinking, oh, this will be fun that I can help people. And as we're in the class, they're doing our family tree, and then we get into abuse, and then I'm digging into sexual abuse.
An enemy has been
that I
slain.
told you about.
You have been slain.
It's fine. It's over. Well, of course, now I haven't dealt with any of it, so now I'm starting to deal with
They just
it.
use everything.
Crying every
Okay.
night. I'm working out every night, and I'm realizing, oh, this
Where's he
means
going?
it wasn't even a word back then that we used very much.
So I'm gonna
This
kill
was
him.
something that was affecting every single area.
Whoa! He used everything.
Emotional, spiritual, and the physical was all
You
part
gotta
of
wait.
it. And it's interesting.
Oh no! Like 2 life. What? That's crazy. I'm surprised Ignite didn't get him.
We sort of are sitting in your office right now in the studio, but we've got Deborah Fileta with us today. And you read the book called Are You Really Okay? And I know you're looking at us like, no, you guys aren't. Well, we're glad to have you back in Family Life today. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we've talked about, quite a few things in this book, but I love your subtitle, Getting Real About Who You Are, How You're Doing, and Why It Matters.
There are different aspects to health that we really have to focus on. And just being a Christian doesn't make us healthy. It's funny that you mentioned the physical fitness in the gym because we don't have that mentality
Oh my
with
gosh.
physical health.
It's
We don't
annoying.
assume that when we come to Jesus, we're going to be at the right BMI. Our blood pressure is going to be right. Our cholesterol is going to be perfect. But we make that assumption with our mental health and our emotional. We assume that when I come to Jesus, I'm good in these areas. It's good, you know?
Oh my
We
gosh.
don't see the process like going to the gym. I always tell people, what if we were to start seeing counseling kind of like we see going to the gym? I'm going to work my emotional and mental muscles and get them strong and fit. I mean, we'd be high-fiving each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're going to counseling. Way to go.
Would you say that almost everybody could use that kind of therapy?
100%. Yeah. And I say that as a therapist, I understand.
Where is
but
this
also as a
freaking
woman who
great?
has
Oh my
been
gosh, she's
through
totally
my
ditching me.
own personal journey of
Okay,
mental
fine.
health and needing
I'm gonna ditch
counseling
this lane too.
and needing medication.
Okay, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
What's your journey?
5 years ago, I went through a really traumatic miscarriage.
An ally has been slain.
It was actually
An
an
enemy
is
has
this?
been
Why is he
slain.
so fast?
I
Enemy
found out I
double
lost my
kill.
baby. And then while I was at the
Shut
appointment,
down.
just by chance, I started hemorrhaging.
Flash.
Bleeding to the point where I almost lost my life. The doctor literally ran me to the emergency room in the wheelchair. And she said I was just minutes away from losing my life. So you recover from that, the loss, the trauma, like we talked about earlier. You deal with it, you grieve, you go home and you live your life again. But the thing about trauma is it's not a once and done experience. You've got to really process it in layers so it comes back for a new opportunity for healing and then a next layer of healing.
Rampage, which people always are so frustrated with. I was frustrated with this.
I'm out of mana.
When I was done with seminary and I had done these counseling classes, I'm healed. I've done it. It will never come back. And then something triggers it.
Chico
a few
likes to help
years
Graves,
later,
but Graves doesn't
and
like to
there's
help us.
another layer
Yay.
to be dealt with.
I guess this is a thing where everyone rushes boots. And somehow the Xerath is super freaking fast.
In fact, some
Maybe he has that river
wounds,
buff.
when left with
Or he's
time,
faster on
will
river.
just get infected.
An ally
They'll get
has been
worse,
slain.
not better.
An enemy has been slain.
Trauma. in an
Ugh,
update.
just
When
when
I
I
went
get the
home,
tower.
a few years later, when life was safe,
Whoa, this Zara is such a troll.
panic attacks that came out of
Such
nowhere.
a troll.
This was like months later after the
He
miscarriage?
doesn't have
Actually,
flash. I could kill him,
later.
but he always has
2 years
Lucian
later,
up his
when it's
ass.
like not even in my mind anymore, but your body remembers, your brain remembers. And
That was
I remember I
great.
was
Never
on
helps.
a safari bus with the kids, and I started feeling really hot and kind of
Oh, now he's gonna help when they probably have vision.
My
and
body
everything.
remembered what I did.
As
When
he's
I
not
was
going
hemorrhaging,
the way he
I felt lightheaded.
pinged, going the
And I
opposite.
actually said to the nurse, I'm feeling lightheaded. Can I get a drink? I didn't realize what was happening. My body was feeling lightheaded again. There's a part of your brain called your amygdala. The amygdala is responsible for
Oh, my
emotional
cue went off
memory.
too.
It remembers these
That's
deep
stupid.
emotions. And when my amygdala
What? I love how Graves pings. He's going towards the bot lane, and then it doesn't even hesitate to just go the opposite way. Like he pinged. He pinged going that way, and then he just doesn't. Like, did you mean to ping the other way? What is this nonsense? What is this retard nation?
So I had to learn to identify
So dumb.
what that looked like in my own life and begin the process of healing.
2-5-1-3. I'm so glad the rest of their team is crap.
But it can play tricks on you if you don't know
The rest of their team is
okay, Molly,
crap.
what do I do?
I'm thinking of so
They're all
many of our
going
listeners that maybe they
life
have
steals?
panic attacks or their kids are right now, and they feel at a loss of what are my next steps.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, we thank the Lord for giving us that response because it's protective. Thank you that my body reacts to danger and stress. But now I try to understand the effects of trauma on this reaction that's causing me to overreact. It fills our mind with lies.
Now he's coming out after I'm
Think of trauma as
dead.
like if your life is a book, chapter by chapter. Trauma is like that
Just wait till I'm a
big
tank.
black Sharpie
Just
that
wait. You don't even have a full item, Lucian.
with lies. So for me, the lie was, you almost died.
Ridiculous.
You could die again. What was the truth? The truth
Zara
was,
is such a troll.
I was in God's hands all along. And part of dealing with our trauma is learning to see it through God's eyes, learning to replace it with what is actually
Slow
true.
resistance.
That I am
That's
safe,
good.
that I'm loved, that my days are numbered
We'll
and in
wreck
His
everywhere.
hands. And so there's mental work to be done in battling
Team's
trauma.
got
And so
lens.
much of that mental work can be done in the context of therapy. It's such a helpful way to get a jump start on some of that mental work.
Yeah, talk about truth, because we have to replace lies. And it may be, a physical trauma like that, but it could be just lies we've heard or even been told from
Another
childhood
tower.
of I'm worthless, I'm not wanted, I'm not gifted.
We're not.
And you come into adulthood and you are living out lies. How do we replace those? Therapy is obviously going to help.
Yeah.
How many ways
Oh my
can
gosh,
we
that damage.
replace lies with
Max
truth?
Q.
I think it starts with us identifying those lies to begin with. I think sometimes we're kind of on autopilot. We don't even realize all the lies that we're carrying and living out. We don't even acknowledge them.
Okay. We used everything to get him.
What does God's word say? Be cautious. Because for some people,
And Zara's not with him. You're nothing without your stupid Zara evolution. What is this?
is that your chemistry is actually changing. Your stress chemical cortisol is getting so high that it's beginning to hijack your body's ability to absorb the good chemicals, the feel-good chemicals of dopamine and serotonin. And when that shift begins to happen chemically, some people need medication in order to even be able to digest
Seriously? He didn't kill the Yasuo? Why? Why didn't he kill the Yasuo? Did he turn around and start fighting the Zara?
God is in the work of healing, and all of
So
these things
stupid.
can move us in the direction of healing.
So this would be, you're talking about cognitive disorders. You're
Ugh.
saying that, oh, when we're at this point, it's okay to come in with a therapist, with a psychologist and psychiatrist to administer some medication that can help with a chemical.
Just like a diabetic will go get insulin and change their lifestyle, get insulin, pray over the situation.
And take the
We
dragon.
see mental health in the same way and tackle it in a holistic approach. Because maybe this problem with worry that's controlling my life is actually undiagnosed clinical depression or clinical anxiety. And I'm not putting a name to it, so I don't even know how to begin countering it. I think sometimes Christians are afraid that when we name it, we claim it. God doesn't lose his power. When we name it, I know what I need to start doing different.
And so you're seeing both come hand in hand. Like Scripture is important. God's Word is so alive and vibrant. But also sometimes we bring in medication that could be in a therapist.
Not getting near that.
There's so many different places that have
Well,
resources for
Zareth.
good.
Zareth.
Here in the last 18 months, I sat down with a therapist. It was amazing to me. As we sort of put up my life and my childhood on a whiteboard, he had this God-given gift to go, hey, let's talk about this. And I'd be like, what? 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh boy, he's identified something in my life that is triggering and active in my life. And all I know, and I'm not saying we're done, but as I went through this year with Greg, and then Ann went over and we did it as a couple, I thought I wish I'd done this 30 years ago. I thought, what a gift I could have given my kids 30 years ago. At the same time, I'm thinking,
This is doing something, I don't know why.
it's never too late. God can change me even in my 60s, and I can have an impact on my marriage and my kids at this point. But let's talk about another thing that you write about in your book, the physical
Yay, I got
part
monsters.
as well.
One monster.
With the mental, I think we
You set up
underestimate
a
even
dragon?
the power
It's 2
of
minutes.
rest. So talk about how the physical
What are you
helps us
doing?
heal as well.
You know, the body-mind connection is real. And when
We're going for the Lucian.
Because
of that shield this bitch has got.
So
600,
even something
damn.
as basic as
Why?
sleep, you know,
Does this have so many
when we're not
stats?
sleeping well, it
Should only have
affects
60
our mental
ability
health,
power.
your
I don't know
ability
that.
to concentrate,
All
and
those
focus, and
stats.
process, and even our ability to just not get overwhelmed. And so, looking at our sleep, looking at our exercise, which actually increases our
well, for the
serotonin and
yasso.
dopamine, those good feeling chemicals. Looking at our diet, all of these things are part of the equation. I also say really your schedule, because sometimes we are doing so much in the name of ministry, in the name of the Lord. Shut down. We're running on empty. We're not healthy.
Yes! Finally, got to eat you.
Out to others. We have to pour out of our fullness, not out of our emptiness. And we don't want to wait till we get to a place of burnout before we take care of ourselves. We want to start taking care of ourselves before we get too empty.
You said in your book and even at lunch,
He
you
ulted to
go
get
down and
away.
say no a lot. What's that look like?
Yeah, if you have courses, you're traveling, you're speaking, you're a therapist. You guys have a lot on your plate.
You know,
Chico just ditches us.
do a few
He
things
doesn't even say he's leaving,
well.
he just leaves.
So we've began to the discipline of focusing on the things that we can do and saying no to everything else. And for us, that looks like the amount of activities that kids are allowed to be in, the amount of ministries that we're allowing ourselves to be a part of. I mean, you know, in this field, you get so many invitations and opportunities, but not all opportunities are opportunities you say yes to. Sometimes you've got to say, you know what? I'm not going to be able to say yes because when I say yes to this,
Where's our graves?
I'm inadvertently saying no to time with my family, to my own personal mental health, to my own marriage and investing in my marriage. And so realizing that there is power in that word. It's not an anti-Christian word, and neither is self-care. You know, a lot of times people think scares an anti-Christian word, but Jesus himself knew what it looked like to get away, to say no, to spend time with the Father so that he could be filled up, to sleep. I love when Jesus puts on the mountain, I'm gonna go take a nap. Like,
the storm doesn't even wake him up.
He modeled what it looked like to take care of himself, allow the Father to pour into him so that he could pour into others. And what a beautiful example for us.
Like, I want to end, Deborah, talking about, maybe you've done this too. I talk to so many women that feel like, oh, their kids are shut down emotionally, or their husband's shut down emotionally, and they see like, oh, she's my husband, if he would just look at this area, but their husband or their kids are saying, no, I'm okay, I'm fine. As a spouse or a parent or grandparent, coach us. Like, do we
Where is my team?
That's the worst thing. You can't control it.
It is very difficult. There's two steps. Number one,
Oh my gosh. They're all damaged, man. They're gonna freaking wipe it out. You're dumb.
What I'm stressed out about, what I'm overwhelmed with. Start
Oh well. Tino's taking lane.
I do an activity with the kids where I sit them down and have them color them.
I expect to have a team anyway. No one goes for the Zera. It's so stupid. He just gets away with everything.
You want to begin to even model that language.
They always go for the leash.
Begin opening
They're
up
still a lot of
in your
damage.
marriage. I think that vulnerability begins to take the walls down. Oh, you're being vulnerable, and maybe I can be vulnerable too. And so modeling it is really important, and then learning
It's gonna end up
ask
split
the right
pushing because
questions.
this team doesn't want to work
Sometimes
with
we
me.
ask accusing questions rather than inviting questions.
Give us an example of both.
You know, for example, to say,
Well,
you seem like you're
the
just so
shroom.
stressed out these days. Tell me what's going on, or is there something going on with you that I don't know about? Versus, like, you know what, honey, I'd love to pray for you. What's something that you feel is causing stress right now in your life that I can be praying for you? And this takes practice. This doesn't just happen overnight. Like I said earlier, this type of practice is something you have to learn, and to check in with each other, what that can do, to be on the same page.
Oh my gosh, I got so many healing and
you have a
no one has
built-in
anti-heals except him. That's why
and
he's
sometimes
fortunate.
it starts with modeling that. It's good.
And if I go damage, it's gonna have some
Man, I think here's what I want to put into practice.
Oh, good.
I need some
I'm
practice.
saying this out loud, and I'm hoping some listeners will go, you know what, I'm with you. Over the last several sessions talking to you about this, number one is a journal.
Need to get
where
on
I would
top.
write down what
Need
emotions
that.
am I feeling, and what lies am I hearing, and replacing that with truth. Literally writing those down, like, that'd be interesting. And then what you just said, the Sunday night check-in, I'm thinking 9 o'clock for a couple to at least once a week check in and talk about emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual health together.
Without coming in without accusing one another.
Right, and transform marriage. Just that conversation, and I think, I don't know,
That's
like you do.
7. I don't think I can get any more
so
minions. I think that's
awkward at
maxed.
first. It's like a new workout.
Right.
I don't know how to do this, but guess what? You get in there, you run, and you keep doing it pretty soon.
He just goes everywhere. I can't hold him still, apparently. He just dodges everything. Like, you're out of things to dash through, and then suddenly he just dashes. Like, I'm trying to get rid of all the minions. He's getting rid of all the minions. Stop letting him dash so I can freaking CC him. But no, he's gonna keep dashing.
Has written a book called Are You Really Okay? The subtitle is Getting Real About Who You Are, How You're Doing, and Why It Matters. Her book is a good first step in self-diagnosis and in providing
And this is Yone. I don't understand why he keeps dying. To Yasuo.
We've got Deborah's book in our Family Life Today
Just
Resource
attack
Center.
him. Stop doing your freaking abilities and attack him. You have basic attacks.
You can call They
do stuff.
to get your copy.
Oh my gosh.
Again, the title of the book is Are You
14
Really
to 16,
Okay?
no wonder. Oh my God.
Order online at familylifetoday.com. Call to order.
I only need one more dragon.
358-6329. That's 1-800-F as in family, F as in life, and then the word today. And we know here at Family Life that the next few weeks may be a stressful season for you on top of everything else we've gone through over the last couple of years. The Christmas season can add additional stress and
Dude, set
burden
up
to our
dragon.
lives. It's easy to become overwhelmed and become exhausted. And at Family Life, we want to be here to provide ongoing help and hope for whatever issues you're dealing with in your marriage and your family. We seek to develop godly marriages and families to provide you every day with practical help and hope for your marriage
Oh, the
and your
grapes.
family. And there's a team of you who listen regularly who have become more than listeners. You have become the patrons who make Family Life possible in your community and make it possible for hundreds of thousands of people all around the world.
And
We
he
are
gets
so
away.
grateful for those of you who have
Apparently slows do absolutely
donated to
nothing.
support this ministry. During the month of December, we want to ask for a very special favor of you. We've had some friends of the ministry who have come to us and put together a matching gift fund. They have put into that fund $1.5 million, and they have said during the month of December, they will allow us to
There we go.
Your gift is matched dollar for dollar.
How many did we
That's
get?
an exciting
We got
opportunity
the dragon.
for us, and we want to make sure as many like today listeners as possible. So would you today make a year-end contribution in support of this ministry? We need
Okey-dokey.
you.
I'm gonna-
I hope you'll take that step today. Go to familylifetoday.com and donate online or call 1-800-FL today. Make your donation by phone. We'll say thank you by sending you
Oh, that didn't count.
playing cards that have on them conversation starters for you and your family. But we're also going to send you
Can only do
a copy
champions
of
now.
new devotion from the book of Psalms, 150 daily devotions. The book is called In the Lord I Take Refuge. This devotional will be a great way for you to start the new year, or even to help you keep your mind focused on the Lord during the Christmas season. Again, make your donation online at familylifetoday.com or call 1-800-FL today. Pray for us that we can take full advantage of the matching gift opportunity, and we look forward to hearing from you. And we hope you have a great weekend. Hope you and your family are able to worship together in your local church this weekend. And I hope you can join us back on Monday when Pastor Stephen Byers is going to be here to talk with us about how important it is for us to deal with lingering bitterness in our heart. This can come up during the holiday season.
Okay.
How do we uproot bitterness and come to a place of forgiveness and reconciliation?
I'm not doing anything.
That's our topic Monday. Hope you can be with us for that.
Down there.
On behalf of our host, David Ann Wilson, I'm Bob Lepine. We'll see you Monday for another edition of Family Life Today.
I want to eat the Yatsuo. Who have I not killed? There it is. Oh, okay.
Family Life Today is helping you pursue the relationships.
Shut down.
With Dr. Michael Youssef right here on Pot Radio Network. Leading the Way is a daily radio ministry dedicated to leading Christians to a deeper understanding of scriptural authority. Tune in to Leading the Way with Dr. Michael Youssef, Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Central Time, right here on Pot Radio Network. And for a complete Pot Radio Network program schedule, visit potradionetwork.com.
Woohoo!
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how
What
you
are
pay
these
for healthcare.
anti-heals, man?
And here's why. Not only is it time for open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For the typical family, switching to MediShare saves about $500 a month which is a game changer for a lot of people. And what's more, they like it. Medishare has double the customer satisfaction rate compared to health insurance. Double. It really is remarkable. More than 400,000 members now who have shared more than $4 billion in medical bills. So they can handle your bills too. And here's the thing, if you join before December 15th, they'll waive your new member fee. So that's another $170 you'll save. I'll give you the number here in a second, but call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline, December 15th. So call now and you'll save even more. Call 800-63-BIBLE. That's 800-63-BIBLE.
This ring is just a bit much.
I was a giant person, Tata, and you know, when I look back at my childhood Christmases, I often remember opening my gifts, and when all the things done, and I had this.
Oh, I think about getting a pen now.
Something more.
Who died, Grace?
I don't think it was a longing to step into the other side of Christmas.
It doesn't work. Them
you know, we all
girls.
long for peace in our world, but Jesus Christ is coming back.
Okay.
So every friends,
Yes, it was taking a raise.
and the reason I do it is because I want Jesus to come.
What is this?
Life doesn't always follow your schedule.
I got to eat Baron. What did I get? Epic Monster Ingested.
You can start a broadcast at any point on the free BRN mobile app or website. You can also share a program here with someone else. Download our free mobile app today or visit botradionetwork.com and put America's best Bible teaching at your fingertips and on your schedule. God's Word is your key to unlocking spiritual growth. Studying the Word daily helps you grow in your walk with God. Bot Radio Network encourages you to read your Bible every day and listen to broadcasts features on BRN.
Okay.
We're here for you, your family, and
Wow.
God's Word. Thank you for
Wow.
listening and telling others about Bot Radio Network.
No help. That was intense. My team just sucks. We did the most damage. Alright. We did AP damage and physical. Do we have any? Yeah, he doesn't have much. Oh, so dumb. I think can't believe they got Elder. Like, where was my team? Why weren't we around Elder? It was up. Of course, they're just dilly-dallying in base. I mean, is this Yoni disconnected again? I didn't even hear it. Like, what am I gonna build? Like, this is so pointless.
Welcome to Leading the Way, featuring the Bible teaching of pastor and author Dr. Michael Youssef.
Like, my team is not outputting the damage they need to be against a full damage team.
Multiplied exponentially.
It's so annoying.
And mistletoe, sleigh bells, brightly lighted trees.
Like, I'm a tank, guys. You need to be following up on them using everything to kill me. Like, where are you?
Well, this is not really a common part of the decor for this time of year.
I can't be following you guys around because you're on two sides of the map.
The story begins with Mary and a sweet story of animals and shepherds and gift-giving kings, but the cross and the resurrection, that's the culmination story of God's
Oh, great.
Today's
My team is so freaking dumb. They can't kill anyone. It takes them forever to kill a Yasuo. Ridiculous. It took them everything just to kill the Yasuo, while the rest of their team annihilated us. What is this nonsense?
That Jesus
What is wrong with these people? Why can't you kill anyone? Shaco, go hide somewhere and kill Zara. Do something. You're full freaking damage. My whole team is full freaking damage. And look, they're able to build half armor. This is why they're not killing anyone, because they're not getting anywhere. So dumb. My team is just absolutely worthless. They do no damage apparently. Because these people have armor, and so they just don't die. And this idiot doesn't have anti-heals. So he's doing absolutely nothing.
I'll tell you why Jesus came from heaven. I'm going to tell you why Jesus had to be sinless. Contrary to 45% of so-called evangelicals who say that Jesus sinned. Why Jesus had to go to the cross, and why he had to rise again on the third day. And why it is only in obeying Jesus will you have true peace. You see, it doesn't matter what they say about Jesus, and it doesn't matter even what I say about Jesus. What matters is what Jesus says about himself.
I guess I'm gonna have to get some anti-heals.
In Luke chapter 19, verse 10, Jesus, speaking of himself as the Son of God and the Son of Man. And he said, the Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. He identified himself. And he gave us the reason why he came to earth. And so much is Jesus teaching us how to live. He said, I come here to teach you how to live. I came to save the lost.
So cool, guys.
In 1 John chapter 3, verse 5, it says, Jesus came to save sinners. See, it's what he says about himself. Jesus came to save sinners. This is the primary reason for his coming. This is the main reason for his coming. This is the overriding reason for his coming. This is the overwhelming reason for his coming. And why he came from heaven is to save sinners.
Why is this Graves not doing more?
Who are the sinners?
He's 9/5/15. Why is he not doing more? I don't understand.
We're all sinners.
Might as well just get this stupid item.
Will be saved by Jesus.
We have 2 opening hands.
I am
and they want to find a Baron.
That in
Screw
the
it.
21st century Western
Do your job, guys. Kill.
Western culture. Not just
Rick, now what? Are you gonna get the Asso? I doubt it.
The only sin.
Gonna annihilate you all.
That our culture condemns is not admitting that sin is sin. Listen to me. Try as they may.
I'm so tired of this.
Unable to do away with the biblical principle of antithesis. You say, what is that? That is from the very beginning of time. There were 2 trees in the garden. One was forbidden and the other one was allowed. There are 2 eternal destinies. There are no heaven and hell. Jesus said there are 2 roads. One that is so wide that you think everybody's going to make it. In the end, all religions are going to lead to the same place. It's a very wide road, and it leads to hell. But there is a very narrow road. There's only Jesus. Jesus only, and only Jesus, and that leads to heaven. There are 2 ways. God's way, His way. People either saved or lost. There's nothing in between. People either belong to God or they belong to Satan. Moses said to God's people, you can choose this day a blessing or a curse. There is the kingdom of God.
It took him forever to kill me. That's hilarious.
There is love and there is hate disguised as love. And beloved, that is why Jesus came from heaven. That's why we celebrate the Advent season. To prepare
This Yone is crap. He doesn't do anything.
That is why
Might as well be a 45. His Teemo can't do anything either. He's just gonna get jumped. He's this freaking glass cannon.
could ever be announced to humanity. But there's more. There's more. ally has been slain. Is the most wonderful. It's the most wonderful life of
And his ult's already back up. There is no cooldown in this game. Whatever. I had a stupid comp anyway. Useless freaking Shenko and Yone. Against a full damage freaking team and they can't kill anyone. Like,
sure, but that's half truth.
yeah, there's something wrong with your build if you're not killing anyone.
Worse than falsehood. It really is much more dangerous.
Like, I was the only thing holding this team together.
He shows us how to live.
Once I give up, it's done. Yeah.
He takes away
Yeah, I'm done with this game.
He shows us how to
this
live.
Yone and this Graves weren't doing anything.
And receive him as our only savior. He
shows ridiculous. Us how to live, they weren't killing anyone for some reason.
After he presides
and the fact that this Warwick and this Yasuo just have armor items, 2 armor items on both of them, and they don't die. Like, maybe you should rethink your items a little bit if you're not doing the damage. Miss Yone was just bad.
The changing of the name
whatever.
Cancer.
Moving on.
We're not going to call cancer anymore. We're just going to call
that
it
game took like an hour.
Some natural growing cells. You say, well, Michael, that is ludicrous.
Maybe I'll do a different video. I'll do just that video.
Why is it ludicrous?
Even though it was lame.
Because cancer
maybe
is
I'll
offensive.
Upload it.
Cancer
get off my screen, League.
Cancer is negative. The same thing about sin. The reason they want to outlaw the word and they don't want to use the word, they want to eliminate it from